We didn't start this war, but under President Trump, we are finishing it.
From the beginning, we projected 4 to 5 weeks, but we have capability to go far longer than that. We'll do it.
The U.S. and Israel's war with Iran has entered day 3. President Trump telling CNN, quote, "The big wave is yet to come." And tonight, the New York Times is reporting the CIA had been tracking Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei and other top Iranian officials for months. Thanks for joining us at 5. I'm Christine Sorensen.
I'm Ken Rice. The Times says the CIA learned there would be a meeting of top Iranian officials, including the Supreme Leader, Saturday morning in Tehran. That's when the U.S. and Israel reportedly adjusted the timing of their attack to take advantage of that new intelligence. U.S. Joint Chiefs Chair Dan Kane says President Trump gave the go-ahead order at 3:38 Friday afternoon. And late today, word that 6 U.S. service members have died. Right now, Secretary of State Marco Rubio is briefing the Gang of 8 on the war with Iran, and tomorrow the administration will hold an all-Congress briefing.
House Democratic leader Hakeem Jeffries told CNN what his biggest question will be.
Well, the administration has failed to provide any justification for these preemptive strikes, and so we'll continue to look for information that they owe the American people to suggest that there was intelligence indicating that Iran was prepared to strike the United States. Nothing has been presented to justify what's taken place up until this point, and the administration has an obligation to be able to prove that.
Tonight, Olivia Rinaldi has the latest as Iran has retaliated with strikes against U.S. allies in the Middle East.
Ken and Christine, U.S. and Israeli forces continue to strike inside of Iran as we are learning about the first American casualties of the military operation.
Crews sifted through the rubble of a police station in Tehran Monday as the U.S. and Israel continue to pound Iran with missiles.
This was our last best chance to strike.
In his first live comment since the military operation against Iran began, President Trump said the U.S. will take as long as needed to remove the threat of Iran's ballistic missiles and its nuclear program.
We projected 4 to 5 weeks, but we have capability to go far longer than that.
Iran and its allies struck back immediately. Smoke could be seen rising from the U.S. Embassy in Kuwait, and several locations inside Israel were also hit. At a Pentagon briefing on Monday, Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth confirmed the first U.S. casualties.
It happened to hit a tactical operations center that was fortified, but these are powerful weapons.
The chairman of the Joint Chiefs said there may be more casualties.
We will work to minimize U.S. losses, but as the Secretary said, this is major combat operations.
The Pentagon also confirmed that Kuwait shot down 3 U.S. F-15 jets in what they're calling a friendly fire incident. All 6 crew members survived.
President Trump's GOP allies here on Capitol Hill have praised the U.S. military strikes on Iran, while some Democrats have blasted the administration for not consulting Congress first.
There needs to be a plan, and we need to know what the objectives are, and we need to know what the long-term exit strategy is.
The House and Senate are scheduled to get an all-members briefing tomorrow.
Members of Trump's national security team, including Secretary of State Marco Rubio, are here on Capitol Hill briefing some of the highest-ranking lawmakers about the military operation. On Capitol Hill, Olivia Rinaldi, KDKA News.